So let's talk about what Lord Krishna has told Arjuna in Geeta. See, in Geeta is, so the talk has been given to Arjuna, but the talk is for every one of us. It's not just for Arjuna. But it's been given to Arjuna, so if we fail to understand what is he telling to Arjuna. But if we understand what is the significance of what is he telling to Arjuna, we can totally understand what he meant for us also. See, Arjuna is about to go in a battle, and in this battle he will be fighting his family, his friends, his relatives, the people around whom, his brothers, his uncles, his very dear uncles. So, and the output of this war is these all family members will die, because Arjuna is the best archer in the entire world at the moment. And Arjuna knows that they will die. So the output or the fruit of this war is he knew that they all will die. And that's why he doesn't want to enter into this war. But Lord Krishna says, fruit is, the output is not your concern. Second thing he says, you be in surrender to whatever is happening. Whatever is given to you, be in surrender. And third thing he says, you become the channel of God. So that's for every one of us actually, but we fail to understand what he meant for us in this Geeta or in this conversation with Arjuna. We think it is just for Arjuna, but no, it is for every one of us. See, we only work, we get motivated when we see. So we have desires. Our mind is a house of desires. We're desiring every time, every moment, something from this world. And we work with those desires so that we get those desires. So our actions are motivating us to get something. So the actions are motivated by the output or the desire. So the reward is desire or the output. But Lord Krishna is saying the reward should not be the output. The reward is the action actually. The action is the reward. So the journey is the reward, not the destination. You will have fun in doing the journey, enjoy the journey, because destination is the end. So what he means by that, see, out of you, out of this, like my soul, nothing is in my control. Even this body is not in my control. Whenever you have desire or you want something, you want this from outside world, outside of you. So I want something to be done by someone. So I have some expectation from someone, or I want something from someone or things from outside world. And the problem with the outside world is everyone has their independence. Like I have my independence. If I want something from another person and he says no, I feel hurt because the output was I want something from that person. He didn't do it. But if that person wanted something from me and I don't want to do it, so I can say no. So he will feel hurt also. So it's a freedom to say no. So it's just a freedom to say no. Why are you feeling hurt? Because if you have the same freedom, the other person also have the same freedom. And then freedom goes for these things around us. You want something from outside world, there's a freedom of the outside world. You might not get it. Similarly, the outside world is saying no to you. So that's what I'm saying. Like even this body, your breath is not in your control. What you're hearing is not in your control. What you're watching is not in. Everything is independent. You cannot stop your breath. It's just going independently. You cannot stop what you're hearing. It's independent. You cannot stop what you're watching. It's just independent. You just watch things. You hear so many sounds around you. Can you filter it out? No, you cannot. You just hear everything. Everything is working in independence. This body, if you think is in your control, no. Your only job is to provide it nutrition. But what's happening inside this body? You don't know. It's not in your control. but you need to keep it healthy. If you do healthy things, it will do healthy thing. If you do unhealthy thing, it will go unhealthy. That's just basics. So it's independent of you. But so what is Krishna telling Arjuna? That's what he's saying. What's happening outside of you is not in your control. But if you work looking at the outcome, then you will never work. But you are born on this earth to do some work, and you have to fulfill your responsibility. You cannot run away from your responsibility. But then the way to work is, the work itself is the reward, not the output of that work. That is in my hand. So Lord Krishna is saying the output is in my hand. If I want to give you, I'll give you. If I don't want to give you, I won't give you. But what's in your hand is just the action. So you do the action with full presence, in surrender, and happily. And that's what it is for us. Because we want something, and if we don't get it, we get so depressed. People killing themselves, doing suicides. They're not understanding what's happening. And we create so much suffering. But see, the things which are happening in this outside world, are they happening in spontaneity? We are situations, we don't choose situations, they have been given to us. You do a research in your life, you see all the situations have been given to you. You're not choosing situation, what you should get or not. You want something, you don't want something, but sometimes you want something you never get, and you don't want something, you might get it. So situations are not in your hand. So that's what we need to do. We need to live in surrender. We don't work with the output. We work thinking that taking that action is the reward. Karma is the reward, not the output. So we need to do three things. We need to make karma the reward. We need to, if you want to reduce our suffering and pain in our life, then we need to make karma the reward, first thing. Then we need to be in surrender all the time. See, all the religions in the world, they only talk about one thing, acceptance and surrender. If the God is saying, leave it on me, it basically means surrender and acceptance. Then third, he talks about being the channel. So you become the channel of higher consciousness. How do you become a channel of higher consciousness? By not thinking, but not desiring yourself, but keeping your mind quiet. Whatever is given to you, you work according to it, but you take the work as the reward, not the output of the reward. Output as the reward. You work towards it with your 100%, but you're not working. If that doesn't happen, you're okay with it. If it happens, you're okay with it. That's the kind of surrender you need to be in. So what Krishna is telling Arjuna, that your work is the reward. Don't worry about what will happen in the war. Who will die, who will not. That's not your job. That's output is in my hand. If I want to save someone, I will save someone. But you do your job. You be present. You be conscious, and you be the channel of higher consciousness. So if we take just one important thing out of it, we are only suffering because our goal is output, but that is something which is not in your hand, because everything is working in independence. Something which is not in your hand, the probability of you getting it or not getting is equal. And so you should be just, whatever is coming to you, you're working with 100%, but you being in surrender, you are the channel of higher consciousness, and you enjoy the journey. And that's how we stop the suffering. Yeah, hopefully we got some clarity, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.